if the barbell deadlift is the king of lifts, because it's considered the king of lifts in the strength training community, then I'm going to say that maybe, just maybe, the single leg deadlift is the king of lifts in the golf training community, because it gives us a lot of benefits, and we can use a relatively light kettlebell and make it mean something by working in our opposite sides, or in these contralateral patterns, which gives us an opportunity to not only restore symmetry to our body, because as a golfer you are, unless you're a weirdo or a very unique individual, we're always swinging on one side of the ball. So we're going to naturally develop some asymmetries, which is fine, but hey, let's address them when we can to, help avoid, pain, injury, and, creating dysfunction in the body, that we don't need to. But we're going to start with just simple here and make some reps, and we're going to start kind of picking it apart and giving you guys some checkpoints. So when you do this on your own, you have a reference point of what you're looking for. And use a mirror, use your phone to film yourself, and you have some visual feedback just so you can get it right. So what's he doing? He's hinging from the hips on one leg and he's picking up a kettlebell. Right? Easy, no big deal. So go ahead and set up, Mike, and show me a really disconnected shoulder. So that's a sloppy shoulder. He's got a lot of rotation. It's not connected. It looks really loose. So now get connected. So go down. Let's make a good rep. So his shoulders are square. And go back down again. But he's also really sinking his shoulder blade, his right one, kind of down into his back pocket. So he's not shrugging. So that's rotation. But also show me like square but shrugged. Yeah, so his shoulder's not going to be up in his ear, it's going to be down. So down shoulder, and he's going to crush the handle, and he's going to stand up. He's pushing himself away from the floor with his stance leg, his left leg in this case. Okay, cool. So square shoulders. You want to keep your shoulders level, and the shoulder, the hand that has the kettlebell, keep it down and packed down. Okay, another one. Two more. Now look at his forward leg. His toes, his knee, and his left hip are all lined up pointing straight ahead. It's not wiggling to the inside, it's not outside. We want to have this hip stability. We want to use this left hip to control and stabilize his knee. This is a really important piece of the movement. And then his back leg, and let's see, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera angle here, but it goes straight back behind him. It's not crossing his body, and it's not out to the side, because in that case, then he'd be rotating and not stabilizing rotation anymore. So you can think railroad tracks for both legs. And with this back leg, it's not just that he's reaching it straight back and that's all you need to worry about. It's moving in one piece. So let's see, go, which side do you want to do? I don't have a preference. Actually, I do. Go left leg as your back leg. So when he moves, when his ear moves, his ankle moves. When his ankle moves, his ear moves. He's trying to be one piece on the whole side of his body of the leg that's going back. Right now, it's his left leg. So one piece. You're moving your whole body in this connected unit, so it's not breaking apart. So show me like kind of, yeah, well, that'd be a really terrible example, but usually it's more subtle, where there's kind of a kick and then a lift, and we want to avoid that. You can even think of, oh yeah, he wants me to talk about the neck. So your neck is part of your spine, and we want your neck to be also in a relatively neutral position. So he's not going to be looking forward at the bottom with his neck. Show me looking forward at the bottom. Nope. So he wants to get his chin down a little bit, and he can think of looking at a spot on the floor maybe 8 to 10 feet in front of him. You're just kind of looking through his eyebrows. Great. All right. Anything else you want to add about single leg deadlift?
Hip extension.
Hip extension. So we're producing hip extension on the stance legs. Hip extension uses our glute. So our glutes are super important for not only creating power from the ground up and being able to hit the ball far, but it's also going to protect our lower back. It's going to give us more hip mobility, range of motion. We're working on your posture because we're hinging. We're hinging on one side at a time, which is going to restore some function. So how you're going to be able to move in your swing. There's a great grip strength here as the weight grows, but you don't have to use a super heavy bell yet, and you don't have to use a super light one. You need to find something that is, I'm going to say medium, but let's break apart medium into a weight that you can make excellent reps with. Something that will make you zip it up and get tight and create tension and resist rotation, but something that's also going to allow you to make great quality reps so you're not wobbling all over the place. But maybe you have a medium weight, but the range of motion is too big. But we have something for that. So what would we do? We'd get one of these. So sometimes we just need to change the range of motion and put you in a position, range of motion, that you can control to make really good reps in. Maybe it's a 12-inch box, or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's, something like maybe you're missing the last 5 or 6 inches of the distance to the floor. So whatever the case may be, find a range of motion you can control and use a weight that's going to challenge you, but not so heavy that you fail. Don't be afraid to use camera, mirror, have some visual feedback so you can start refining this and learning it, and then take the visual feedback away. Is that it? Did we get everything?